So yesterday, I quit my job. And today, I'm driving from Norway to the UK and back again.
Broom, broom. Get out of my car!
It's about 5 minutes to the ferry port. The counter's on 0. So let's go. Should be like a 11-hour journey overnight from Stavanger, Norway to Hirtshals, Denmark. Let's do this. There we have it. Arrived at the harbour. Hurry up and wait, as they say. Maybe this is a good time for some context. So, I'm a British guy, but I've lived in Norway now for, well, 18 years. We as a family have taken the incredibly difficult decision to leave Norway and relocate to Bali, Indonesia. Like, oh God, it was a terrible decision to make. And with terrible decisions come terrible consequences. And that is driving with a car full of stuff back to the UK. So here I am making this long ass journey across Europe to put stuff in my parents' loft. Should be fun. As you might be able to tell, there is no boat. A little bit of a delay. Hopefully it's just around the corner. We have movement. There she comes. The MS Bergensfjord. And we're on. Let's go. The journey really starts now. 8th floor. Should be this one. 8176. Alright, 8176. Down here. There we go. 8176. Oh. We're in. This is where all the magic happens. 1 bed, 2 beds. Don't need that one, of course. Nice little mirror here. Do my makeup in the morning. Let's have a look at the bathroom. Alright, shower, toilet, sink, me. What more do you want? Even got an absolutely gorgeous view. Look at that. Sun is shining. What more does one want? Canteen. Alright, let's brave the weather out on deck. Literally seen about 2 people just apoplectically drunk. If that's even a description. I've been on board 5 minutes. I guess it's all the people, because this boat comes from Bergen to Stavanger first. It takes about 6 hours. I guess they've just been on the beers the whole time. There's some absolutely wasted old guys. Lovely. Actually pretty sheltered on here. Wait till we get to open seas. Something tells me there'll be no outdoor bar on this voyage either. Should probably think about getting some food, but I'm thinking bar food. More specifically bar drinks might be enough for me. Liquid diet, it's good for the waist, right? Looks like the bar is at the aft or the fore. One of the two. The opposite one to where I am, and I have no idea where I am.
Ja, väldigt.
Hell yes. I think the sports bar is the option. There's a game on. There'll be some entertainment in there later. Now we play the fun game of find my cabin again. Alright, this is the full setup, guys. Salubrious. I think we'd all agree. I think that's time to get some sleep anyway. It's going to be an early start tomorrow and a long drive. Despite being an hour and 45 minutes delayed, it's still going to be an early wake-up call and then many hours of driving down through Denmark. So I'll see you in the morning. Morning. It's the day after, the night before. What's the plan for today? Well, the plan is to drive as far south as possible. Go through the whole of Denmark, and I have a hotel booked on the outskirts of Bremen in Germany. Google tells me it should probably take 6.5 hours maybe to get to the hotel from here. So I could potentially be there at 2:30 this afternoon, 3 o'clock this afternoon. Which, I don't know, considering it's a hotel basically on the side of the road with nothing to do, I feel like maybe that's a little bit too early to be arriving. So I will probably see how we go. And if I'm making good progress and I don't feel too tired, and I don't mind driving some more, then I'll probably just cancel that hotel, find something a bit further on, maybe on the border of the Netherlands or into the Netherlands, and just drive on for a few hours and stay there. First things first is to land in Denmark and get the hell out of Denmark. Not that I've got anything against Denmark, it's actually a lovely, lovely place. But for this particular trip, I don't need to be spending any time there. So we'll get in the car and get cracking. When in Rome, this is giving me Severance vibes. Back in the car, should be driving off imminently. Now the real trip begins. Literally the last car off the ferry. There is not another car behind me. Welcome to Denmark. Well, maybe not quite. There's some security to go through. It's in Schengen though, right? So shouldn't be a passport. We'll see.
Half the deaths involved gambling in one way or another. It was the only place in the prison that didn't feel like a prison. The wall.
Germany! Welcome to Germany. Ooh, that was a stint. 3.5 hours to get from the ferry through Denmark down here to Scandinavian Park on the border. Now I just need to decide what to do next. I think it's only maybe 2.5 hours to where I have a hotel booked. Oh, I'm a bit unsteady. And frankly, I don't want to be sitting in a hotel on the side of the motorway from 3 o'clock this afternoon the rest of the evening. So I might cancel that place, find somewhere a bit further on and just push on First, time to get some food. Starving.
A few moments later.
Oh, needed that break. So I made a plan. I'm going to drive down to Bremen. Should take about 3 hours apparently. Into the vicinity of the hotel that I booked. See how I'm feeling. And if I feel okay, have a little break. And then push on another couple of hours into the Netherlands. God, I need that break. Right, time to get some petrol and hit the road. Let's go. Jesus, BMWs and Mercedes driving about 4 million miles an hour from behind. Christ. What is it with lorries, man? Constantly trying to overtake each other on hills. Alright, here we go. Stuck on the Autobahn. Joy.
Finding no difference. I kept my distance as I turned left.
My word. Alright, we're in Bremen. I found a shopping centre to park up at, get some food and drink, have a little rest. It is hot today. The traffic was a nightmare, especially around Hamburg and Bremen. I've got to be very careful when I get out of this car that I don't collapse like I almost did last time. Oh God. Jesus. Oh, there we go. Felt like quite an ordeal. Probably wasn't. That was like 3 hours in the car. 3 hours 15, so that's like 6:45 today. I might just have a little nice break, sizable break, and then just get on the road. Do another couple of hours. We'll see. Germany's delivered on a dead bug count. That's some aching legs. Aye. Too old for this game. Well, in Germany. Yes. Look at his face. Look at his face. It's in my belly.
Get in my belly!
I've cancelled the Bremen hotel. Booked one near Enschede, I think it's called, in the Netherlands. A little bit more expensive, but gets me close to the final destination, and it's a much nicer hotel. Giving the windscreen a wash to get rid of all the bugs, filled up with petrol, had a spot to eat. I think I'm a bit dehydrated because it's quite hot here, so I had a bit to drink. Now we've got about 2 hours to get to the hotel. We go again. Surprise, surprise, stuck in traffic on the German motorway again. Then we're gonna let me in. Then we're gonna let me in. I have broken the back of this trip. Broken the back of it, I tell you. It won't smash into the back of this lorry. Let's go. Let's go. 15 minutes left of the day. Netherlands. Go. Ooh. Done. 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 Alright, we made it. Wow, that's incredibly close up. That was a long drive. Got off the ferry about 8:15 this morning. It's now 7:15, and we're in the third country of the day. Made it to the Netherlands in a hotel, which I'm not even going to try and pronounce the name of. 2 breaks along the way. Fatigued, my back is in pain, feeling a little bit dizzy, a little bit nauseous. I broke the back of it though. That was the key. That was the key. So actually, tomorrow I'm just going to Antwerp. I think it's like 2.5 hours away. So I can stop in Arnhem on the way. I've always wanted to go to Arnhem, have a look at some of the World War II stuff there. Operation Market Garden. And yeah, just have a chill couple of days then really, to get to the UK from here. Job well done. Let's go and check in, I guess. Franz op den Bult. That was a bit of an ordeal. Have to check in at the restaurant on the other side of the car park and then come back over here to come to your room. And I'm in room 318, which is on the second floor. Makes sense. I'm gonna head in there now. Time for the big reveal. Ooh, fancy. This is more than good enough. They had cheaper rooms, they had shared bathrooms. I'm not doing that, I'm too old for that. So I need to spend some time in that bathroom. Let me tell you. Anyway, this is perfect. What we got? Single bed, desk, and a lovely little bathroom. Look at that, hello. Alright, I need to have a shower. Wow, that's bright. Just gonna head over to the restaurant, see if I can get some food and a few well-deserved pints. My God. Someone suggested I should have 1 pint per hour on the road. Also got in the tiniest glass. I've just ordered myself a cowboy snack. I think it's a trucker's food, so I'll give you an update shortly. Okay, so I misread the menu, clearly. Cowboy snack is not what I thought it was. It's in fact a burger. I mean, it looks like a nice burger, but it's a burger. Well, frankly, I'd eat a horse right now, so, yeah. Whew. Bit of food, a few drinks to round off a pretty successful day, I think. I'm still alive. I'll take that as a win. My car hasn't fallen to pieces despite doing about twice the speed it has ever done in Norway. Right, time to say goodnight. And I'll see you in the morning when we head to Antwerp. Bye bye.